Push the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go! Mike 40! All day, baby, all day. Mike 40! Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
60 outlaw, go! Mike 51, Mike. Look at me, zipper! You ain't got nothing! Right here, guys. Mike 51, Mike 51. Protein spill! You better be afraid of me! Get it!
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Operating from the gun. Herbert, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
The Lions make their 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20.
What's the eye? 40 gun! Hey, 5-0! Hey, Echo!
Here's Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
11.
Now it's Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, lady. Cut. 59.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Set, 250. 53, Mike. Alert! Slam. Tight. Any weapons? Tighten up. Hey, give me radar.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Hey, 260. 54. I got it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
On 1st down, Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
He goes set. 180. Check 53. Here we go.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
5. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40. We own them.
To throw on second down. Herbert looking deep for Hilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And that will force a turnover on downs.
That lady. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Check 4. Out. Pilot, 64, weak. Like 7. You're ready.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. 53. Ready. Watch the screen. White. Check. Hey, zoom.
Here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 3rd down gain of 19.
22.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Protect, lady. Mike 54. I got you.
Back to throw, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. To throw is Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Then he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
25, check 25.
Off the play fake. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to go deep for Funchess. He's got a man. Complete. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. And a penalty flag is down here. The kick no good, but they may have sold out a bit too much for the block. Looked like they made contact with him on the follow-through. So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. They'll try to run it with Mack. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 1st down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From just shy of midfield, Stafford. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Zero. 53. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Throwing a Stafford. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
218, chopper. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
To throw again. Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. On third down, a run by Mack. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
On first down, it's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Denico Autry Coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Hey. Hold. 54.
On 2nd and 12. Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. 30. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
That happened. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit. Better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run here with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the 6.
I had to get back up.